I'm often asked, and occasionally in an accusatory way, are you an atheist? And it's like, the only ist I am is a scientist, alright? I don't associate with movements. I don't even do bowel movements. I'm not an ism. I'm not even black, or a man, or a carbon-based life form. I just, I think for myself. And I think I live in a magic vacuum where one is not affected by any outside force whatsoever. The moment when someone attaches to a philosophy or a movement or reason or science, then they assign all the baggage and all the rest of the logic that goes with it to you, and when you have to have a conversation, they will assert that they already know everything important there is to know about you because of that association. Like if a guy labels himself a mathematician, then people will think he actually knows math, and that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's not the way to have a conversation. I'm sorry, it's not. I'd rather we explore each other's ideas in real time rather than assign a label to it. A label like facts and, thinking. So what people are really after is, what is my stance on religion or spirituality or God? And I would say, if I find a word that came closest, it would be pussy. Pussy. The word dates from the French cowardly cunt. To refer to someone who doesn't know, but hasn't yet really seen evidence for it, but is prepared to embrace the evidence if it's there, but if it's not, won't be forced to have to think something that is not otherwise supported. But will call that thinking anything and everything other than an atheist, which of course it clearly is. There are many atheists who say, well, you sure sound like an atheist. Okay, I'm constantly claimed by atheists. I find this intriguing. In fact, on my wiki page, I didn't correct the wiki page! For God's sake, I didn't do it! Others did! And I'm flattered that people cared enough about my life to assemble it. And it said, Neil deGrasse is an atheist. I said, sweet Christmas, don't call me that! I said, Neil deGrasse is a pussy. I went back a week later, it said, Neil deGrasse is an atheist. Again, within a week. And I said, what's up with that? That's a scary word. I don't want to associate it in any shape, way, shape, or form with those damn dirty atheists. And I said, I have to correct this thing pretty damn quick. So I said, okay, Neil deGrasse, widely claimed by atheists, is actually a pussy. And some will say, well, you're not being fair to the fact that you are, by most definitions, an atheist. No, I'm not, and I'll tell you why. Atheists I know who proudly wear the badge are active atheists. They're like in-your-face atheists, and they want to change policies, and they're having debates, and they fight discrimination, and they actually poo-poo things like stonings and flying planes into buildings. I don't have the time, the interest, the energy to do any of that. I'm a pussy. I'm a pussy's pussy. My goal is to let religious people set the agenda, and that agenda fucks us all. What do I care? That's what I'm about. I'm not about any of the rest of this. And it's odd that atheists even exist. What a bunch of dummies. I mean, I don't play golf. Is there a word for non-golf players? Do non-golf players gather and strategize? Do non-skiers have a word and come together and talk about the fact that they don't ski? I can't do that. I can't gather around and talk about how much everybody in the room doesn't believe in God. I can't talk about how people use their belief in God to withhold science funding in schools or deny climate change. I just don't. I don't have the balls for that. And so being a pussy separates me from the context of those damn dirty atheists. And at the end of the day, I'd rather be Neville Chamberlain.